This is Steve from Texas Vapors Live. I don't have a new one, but I've got a good oldie. This one has been with me since 2009. It's a LAVATUBE. In 2009, this was the thing. This was the shit, man, I'm telling you. It was variable voltage, and it was a 15 watt mod. Ego style. I found some 1.8 liter Ego style things with a very slight little pin in them, and they're made by, this one says Ola X5S. So anyway, it's a 1.8 ohm coil in it, and I'm running about 95% VG in here, and as you can see, maybe not, yeah, you can barely see it. Okay, I've got tape over the thing, and I'll explain that to you in a little bit. Let's see, I'm going to 5 watts. Get this thing set. I'm going to put it at 3.6. Okay, and you have to reset it every time you turn it off. So I never turned it off. I'm using some Tutti Frutti, and it's at I think 18%. It's not a big machined cloud blowing apparatus, but and it's kind of long. Looks like a huge cigar or some kind of sex toy or something. I don't know, but it's pretty big. But it's lasted, and it's still going after all these years. And through 2 wildfires, it managed to go through that and be saved through 2 houses burning down. So I hang on to it. Anyway. I'm really not used to now let's see if it works. Well, just wouldn't you know it. Just as I get going, it wants to have feds. Let's see what we got going here. Not a huge blast, but they work, and they're a good little item, and I think you can still get them through like Zany Vapors or Heaven's Gifts, or man, there's just a lot of places. Mad Vape still has all kinds of variable voltage older equipment, and I would say if you're starting out, don't go down to the grocery store and get one or the juice. Just order it from like Mad Vapes or I think even Vapor Beast has one. Just Google it and find you an older company that has some older equipment that's inexpensive. You know, don't go blow $100 or $200 on your first mod. Make sure you're gonna like it, your body can stand it, and that you know, like it. You can direct long hit this. They do have, Kanger puts out 0.08 ohm coils. The little skinny bottom ones, like goes in the pro tanks. So, or you can smoke it like a cigarette. I got it at 3.7 volts, and it used to last a full charge. I used to put it on. I used to use 3 ohm cartridges, and I put it on 4.8 watts. And it may sound high, both of them, to today's standards, but I would get 2.5–3 days out of a single battery with this mod, and I'm sure I could still do it. That's, you know, the ones I got in it are half that much wattage or ohms. You know, you had to take a pretty good draw, or, you know, 2. But it worked for me for, that's all. This is all I used for probably a year and a half. Now here's the kicker. I got up one morning, grabbed it, went to go to the bathroom, taking a leak, decided I'll just stick it in the waistband of my boxers. Well, it slipped right on down and landed right in the toilet. I immediately grabbed it. You know, it had a shorter little tank on it, and immediately undid the bottom and dropped the battery out of it, and left it upside down, put a coat hanger in it, and put it on a fan, hung it on a fan where it would get air up in it, and it stayed that way for 2 days. And the glass was still in the little window. I decided, okay, now instead of taking it all apart, I'm gonna really make sure it's dried. So I got a heat gun and I started putting it in there. Well, it started getting real hot, and I didn't notice that my window was, the glue or adhesive was falling down, so it fell down and stuck to the board. I'm not gonna heat it back up and take the chance of burning the board up, so I just run a piece of clear boxing or packing tape around it. Don't look great, doesn't look bad, can't tell it that much from no, you really can't. Just if you're right up on it, you can still see through it. It keeps the dirt and crap out of it. I think I paid $30 for it back then, and I can't remember what was but it was one of the biggest going mods that there was out there at the time. There was no temperature control. DNA hadn't came out yet that I am aware of. Anyway, it still worked. So they really did build them good back then. Some people, now you could have got a lot of ego stuff from different companies. This one was a seems like a Joytech board in it. Anyway, lava tank. I got these tanks. I think My Freedom Smokes, and they came 3 to a box, and I already had the coil in it. I went ahead and ordered some of the lowest I could find at the time were 1.8. I've tried some of the 1.08, and it does have a bit of an issue with running them. So, you know, it depends on what kind of a mod you use, is how low, because a lot of the resistances back then weren't sub-ohm. So a lot of them won't run some of the newer sub-ohm equipment. Like everything now will go to 0.00 something. So anyway, but I just wanted to make a little video of this and tell you the story. Maybe you think it's fun. I was really crushed because it was really my only stable, you know, and it was my only one with a rechargeable 18650 battery, and you know, I really liked it at the time. There were some newer ones coming out, but you know, this one did me just fine for a long time. Got me off the cigarettes totally. So it's good taste. It's about like smoking, you know, about the amount, the throat hit and everything if you mix it just right. Make sure when you're using these higher ohm, lower wattages that you use a higher level nicotine, because if you're going to mouth to lung it, or you're a new person, you know, like smoke 2 packs of cigarettes, go to 24 milligrams, 18 to 24. If you smoked 3, go 24 to 36, and you're probably going to have to mix it yourself. I think they're getting lower and lower, but it seems like 18's all I've seen anymore. So I don't know. I really don't look at what's on the shelves out there. I don't shop. Sorry, I don't shop at the brick and mortars. Just too expensive for my abilities. So anyway, this is Steve, Texas Vapors Live, the blast from the past, the LAVATUBE version 2, lived through the toilet, still going, not 2016. This puppy is 7 years old now. So happy birthday, LAVATUBE. Happy birthday to you, YouTubers. Y'all have a good day. This is Steve, out.